we just started doing our little local park thing. Park was where we started to become who we were. At the time, it was called Spectrum City. It was actually called DJ Spectrum, and then we became Spectrum City. We got into dealing with sound system. Now, one of the best sound system and speakers that we heard coming out at that time was the JBL speakers. We used to buy these, not the Certain Vegas speakers. We had these other reflex cabinets that were from Switzerland called RSCs, and they had their own speakers. But we used to do with all this stuff. We used to take out those speakers, put in the JBL speakers, the 15 inches, 12 inches. We had a bunch of, we called them JBL bullets, right, but they were the ring radiators. We used to rack those up. And we used to watch the other DJs that came after the Flowers and the Boys, the King Charles, the Disco Twins, the Infinity Machines, those kind of guys used to come through, and they used to have massive stuff so that if your sound system wasn't correct, oh, the thugs would take your sound system. We seen guys come to the park, they ain't good, their sound system is horrible, and the gangs will surround them. And once they surround them, it's like, okay, we're taking this from you. This is how we came up. You know, you had to be good. Because you just got your whole system taken. But, you know, we was the kind of crew that we had at least around 10 people with us, so that wouldn't happen. So anything was going to go down, it was going to be on. I used to go out with King Charles and them. They had this Macintosh amp that was so heavy, 4 people had to lift it. So this was crazy with the sound system. But the sound that you put together was crystal clear. As the years goes on, we doing all these parties, you know, sometimes there's fights that break out, y'all know. We wanted to build a desk that was fight-proof. What I mean by fight-proof, that it was so heavy, if a riot broke out, they couldn't knock it over. So, you know, we did gigs where riot broke out. And at the same time, we made it break down fast. So, we had a science to this. This is 78. We had a science to this to build this desk where we can just take the lid, flip it on half wheel, flip it over, move the record crates, take the record crates that we built, these 2 long record crates that held about 300 to 400 records each, that we can take, and we had them on poles, everything snapped down, and our breakdown time back then was about 5 to 10 minutes.